I know everybody's upset, or most people are upset, that Goldberg is back and is challenging Gunther for the world title and is probably going to win it in Atlanta, Georgia. But I have a way that I think this could actually be interesting. And now I'm not talking about the match itself, because we all know Goldberg's just going to put Gunther for one jackhammer and it's just 1, 2, 3. That's going to absolutely be trash. But here's how I think the build-up could actually be good. What needs to happen is when it gets close to Saturday night's main event, or hell, even start next week, have Goldberg's theme song play, and then the security team is backstage at the locker room, but instead of Goldberg coming out, Gunther comes out and the crowd goes crazy. And then Gunther proceeds to go through like he is Gunther, walking down the freaking locker room, the hallway to the ring, goes into the ring and says, "I like Bret Hart anyway." And at that point, you can have Goldberg return like a week or two later, do a spear, because it has to be some kind of fighting at some point. So you can have Goldberg do a spear, Gunther do the chops as the build up to Saturday night's main event. Now, I still don't consider this like a retirement tour. I feel like it's just one last run of just one final match of Goldberg, and he just wants to be able to say he fought in Atlanta, Georgia for his final match. So I think he's gonna win the world title from Gunther, which is shitty, honestly, but it better be the case where Seth Rollins comes in and cashes in after. Because we've had all this stuff going on that Triple H doesn't like the Money in the Bank briefcase now, but I could see him try to get Seth Rollins to cash in immediately just to get it out of the way. And then Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed attack Goldberg, and then Goldberg loses the belt on the same night to Seth Rollins. And honestly, I'd rather that than Gunther as the world champion right now anyway. They already screwed my guy Jey Uso out of the world title. It doesn't make sense really to have Gunther like have this title up until then. And then like Seth Rollins could compete at SummerSlam as the defending champion again. And then he could go ahead and fight Jey Uso. Maybe Jey Uso wins the King of the Ring and faces Seth Rollins at SummerSlam, and that could be a really good match, especially since Jey Uso's had some beef with Rollins and his crew. That's how I think it could get a little bit interesting. Short term, Gunther and Goldberg, that's just going to be a squash thing, and I hope that just ends very, very quickly. But I hope for the sake of the World Heavyweight Championship, this is the route that WWE goes. And if you agree with me, comment down below, and as always, follow for more wrestling content.